Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Sinta Aryani. I am teaching IAJ 3L2 Enterprise Design and Analysis course in Industrial Engineering program at Telkom University. Today, I'm going to show you how to calculate the internal rate of return. Stay tuned. Okay, now what is the internal rate of return? Internal rate of return, sometimes we call it IRR. IRR is the discount rate that equates the NPV of an investment opportunities with zero. Because the present value of cash inflow equals to the initial investment. It is the rate of return that the firms will earn if it invests in the project and receive a given cash inflows. So I'm going to show you the formula of the internal rate of return. This is the, let me get my pen. So you can use both of this formula to calculate the internal rate of return. Using this formula, you have to try and error. Okay, you have to pick some number and you have to put the discount rate number, and then you have to put in the IRR here. Then you have to find a number 0 here. Yeah, the NPV has to be 0. Okay, when you calculate it, and you put the discounted rate for the IRR. Or you can use other formula, which is this one in your right side. For this formula, you have to find out first, before you figure out the IRR, you have to find out first the discounted rate that will generate the positive NPV. And then you have to figure out, or you have to find out another discounted rate that will generate the negative NPV. If you already have the positive NPV and the negative NPV, then you can plug those numbers in this formula. Okay. Okay, in the next slides, I'm gonna show you how to calculate it. Okay. Before I show you how to calculate the internal rate of return, I'm going to show you the criteria, the decision criteria for the IRR itself. Okay, if the IRR is greater than the cost of capital, then we have to accept the project. Or if the IRR is less than cost of capital, then we have to reject the project. Okay, this criteria guarantee that the firm will earn at least its required return. Such an outcome should increase the market value of the firm and therefore the wealth of its owners. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to calculate the internal rate of return. This is our example. Yeah, we have a data for a bank company capital expenditure. You can see in your monitor here, there is project A and there is project B. Okay, both project, we can calculate both internal rate of return for each project. But in this video, I'm just gonna show you how to calculate the internal rate of return for project A. Okay, for project A, you can see here that there is initial investment of $42,000, and the operating cash inflow for project A are equals from year 1 to year 5. Or we can say that project A has an annuity operating cash inflow. Okay, if you want to calculate the internal rate of return and the operating cash inflow, we have an annuity operating cash inflow, is little bit simple. Yeah, it's more simple than if we have to calculate the internal rate of return of the project B, because project B has a mixed streams. Yeah, so the steps that we have to used to calculate the internal rate of return for project B is quite longer. Yeah, is longer than project A. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to calculate the internal rate of return for project A. If, if the company has 10% cost of capital. Okay. Okay, now we have the cash flow diagram here. And then we already know the numbers of the amount of the IRR for project A. It is 19.9%. How we can get this number? Okay, how can we get this number? Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to calculate it. Yeah, first, because this project has an annuity operating cash inflow, then it's much easier for us to find out, yeah, what discount rate will generate positive NPV and what discount rate will generate negative NPV. Okay, how to figure out it? Let's maybe you still remember your lesson from the engineering economic. Yeah, we can say that NPV. Let me write down here for the NPV has to be equal to 0 if you want to find out the IRR. Then we have from here we know that this number has to be equal to the discount rate of the annuity of this one, of this 14,000, right? So I can write it down here. This is a negative 42,000, yeah, plus 14,000, yeah, because this is an annuity. Then we have to make this amount of annuity to be the present value. So I'm gonna have this B over A, yeah, with the IRR or I, yeah, I'm just gonna write down I. And then what? How many years? This is 5 years. Okay. And then from here, we can figure out, yeah, that the P over A I 5 is equal to 42,000 divided by 14,000, right? Okay, so or this equal to 3. Yeah, by using the table, by using the discounted table, we can just find out, yeah, we can just find out here in the table that related to this notation, and the amount is 3. Okay, so we have to find the column for P over A. Okay, and this P over A is over here. Yeah, and then we have 5 year, and then this is 5 year. Okay, so the number that cross into each other is 3.127. Okay, this is for discounted rate of 18%. Yeah, so so I'm gonna write down here for discounted rate 18%. We can have the what's it that the P, yeah, the number of this, yeah, the P over A I 5 is equal to 3.127. Yeah, but our target is we have to find these 3. Yeah, so we have to find the closest number, yeah, the closest number to the 3. Yeah, first we get the 18%. Then if you take a look at another discounted the compound interest rate factors, then we're gonna have this one, and this one is the 20% discounted rate. For this 20% discounted rate, the same notation in present annuity and the year 5, we can have this one. Yeah, so this is the closest number to the 3. Okay, so another one here, we can write it down here, that 20% of present annuity, yeah, it is equal to 2.991. Okay, so from here we can calculate, and then we can calculate the NPV for 18% and the NPV for 20%. Okay, now let me erase this. Yeah, let me erase this, and I'm gonna calculate the NPV for 18% and NPV for a discount rate of 20%. Okay, if we calculate it, and then you can find here, I'm gonna write it down, NPV 18%. Yeah, NPV 18% itu is we can write it down like something like this, plus here 14,000 multiplied by this PA, yeah, P over A here. Okay, and we know from here for 42,000 plus 14,000 multiplied by this number, yeah, 3.127. Okay, from here we get the number for the amount for the NPV 18% is 1778. Yeah, the same thing, the same way we can calculate the NPV for 20%. Okay, for the NPV for 20% is 42,000 plus 14,000, yeah, and multiply by PA associated. Okay, and then 42,000 plus 14,000 multiplied by this number 2.991, or this is equal to a negative 126. So here we already have two NPV with different signs, positive NPV and negative NPV. Okay, if we already have this, then we can just plug this number to the formula that I showed you in the previous slides. Okay, now let me erase this. We already have this number. Then let me erase this, and then I'm going to show you the how to plug this number to the formula of the NPV. Okay, the formula of NPV. Then this is what we're gonna have. So the IRR is gonna be equal to 18%. This is the positive, the discount rate that generate positive NPV. Yeah, plus 177.8 means 1778. This is the NPV for 18%, divided by 1778 plus 126. Yeah, this is the NPV for the discounted negative NPV for discounted rate of 20%. And then we have to multiply this with the 20% minus 18%. Okay, by calculating this, we have the result here is this. If we calculate it, this is gonna be 1.87%. Yeah, this is plus. Okay, so the IRR here is 19.87. Yeah, this is the internal rate of return based on our calculation here. And this number, if you compare with this, is very close. Yeah, if we round it up, then we can get this number, 19.9%. Okay. All right. Now, based on our calculation, yeah, we have that the internal rate of return for project A is 19.9%. Yeah. And then what is the decision that the company has to make? Yeah. Whether the company has to accept this project or reject it. Okay. So we have to compare this internal rate of return with the company cost of capital. And in this case, the company cost of capital is 10%. The criteria for the internal rate of return, if the project has to be accepted, the internal rate of return has to be higher than cost of capital. Yeah, in this case, the project A has higher internal rate of return than the company cost of capital. Okay, now how about the internal rate of return for the project B? Is project B is going to be accepted same with the project A, or it's going to be rejected? I'm going to wait for you for the answer to calculate the result for the internal rate for project B. Okay. I think this is enough for today, and I'll see you later in the next video. Thank you.